Hey guys, it's Tate from Tate is Weird. Let's get started. So first I'm starting with my Born This Way foundation. This is in the color Snow. And with that I'm adding one of the Cover FX custom drops, and this is an N10. A little more coverage without adding a ton more product kind of thing. So I'm just going to dab that all over my face. And then I'm taking a damp beauty blender. I'm just blending that in. I like the beauty blender coverage the best. I find it looks natural, doesn't leave you any like streaks. I just go over, making sure everything is blended. Alrighty, so we got a nice even base with that, so now we're going in with concealers. I have two colors right now. These are the Kat Von D, her newest Locket concealers. These are great. So I take the lighter shade to do my highlight. So this is an L1. So I go down the bridge of my nose slightly and doing the dot there. I'm going to put a bit under my under eyes here like this. A bit on my forehead. A bit on my chinny chin. So then I'm going to take this darker shade and I'm going to go in and correct any blemishes and correct my dark circles. Don't look cute. Look done. I go in with the same beauty blender. I'll start with the lightest parts first. So start with the nose here, bring that kind of up to meet the forehead. I have kind of an uneven nose, so this helps straighten my nose and make my nose look slimmer. I got my nose from my dad, so God bless Dad, love your nose, but why? Perfect, and then I'm gonna go in here. So now I'm gonna go in and set that all. I really love this Cover FX powder. It's the, not that one. So this is the Cover FX, and this is the illuminating setting powder. So I find this sets my makeup, but doesn't doesn't look me in the eye. Doesn't make me look too matte, and I find with acne prone skin, or if you have dry skin, matte can really accentuate that. They're always like, you gotta mattify your skin, but there's a difference between, I think, like setting your skin but then also making your skin look like it's dead. So I go in with the damp beauty blender again under my eyes and on my eyelids to set that. And this is talc free, which I love. A lot of setting powders will have talc in them, and talc really bothers my asthma, and it's just not a great ingredient in general. So, and then I just go in some more of that and put it on the areas that I've highlighted to really set those. And any kind of just, I mean, it's whatever. Just everywhere. I especially like to put it on concealer because sometimes when you put powder, like a powder foundation over a concealer, it changes color where you put the concealer versus the foundation. And then just kind of for a bit more coverage and just to smooth everything over, this is the Cover FX pressed mineral foundation. And Cover FX is great for colors. Like they have three different, they have pink undertones, neutral undertones, and yellow undertone. So that's one thing, especially being pale, it's really hard to find a pale shade foundation with your color tone. And I mean, it's really hard, you know, for deeper skin tones and medium skin tones if you don't have the right undertone for it. So they have the three different sections, and then they have a huge selection from very pale to very deep, which is awesome. So it really caters to everyone. Awesome. Then to completely set my face, I'm going to go in with that Cover FX powder again and just do like an all-over sweep of my face. Not too matte, but then helps keep everything in place. So now we're going to move into contour. So right now I just have like a little sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And I do bring it up a bit to help blend into my blush so it doesn't just like look very stark and linear. And then I bring it up here against my temples. If you do darker and then bring it down quite a bit, it doesn't have to be so dark down all the way, but if you kind of blend it down, then that's really gonna shape your forehead compared to that. So the other cheek, push it up a bit farther. And that really makes it look more natural. And like anything with makeup, like blending's gonna make a huge difference to make it look more hashtag Instagram worthy. And I've been kind of taking it like in my crease here again, just to kind of bring back the natural like shapes of my face. And yeah, you can see like how sculpted I look. And then for my nose, I just need to add the shadow back. So I'm just taking a bit, I kind of like squeeze it like that and just pit a bit. I'm gonna need a mirror so I don't fuck this up. So this is the side that I have kind of the crooked, sorry I'm like right in your way, crookedness. So I go like over that lump and bring it like up here. So I go over it and down. So I've created a straight line essentially. And then we're gonna go in on the other side. This side's straighter, so I'm kind of just matching it to the other side. And then once you've done that, I also go down here to create a V. Totes blend that out a bit too. I just take this little brush here. I picked up this Too Faced blush palette because I was trying to decide what color blush I wanted, and for like $10 more I could get like a bit of like a sampler of all of them. And like I don't go through blush, like I wouldn't go through a whole thing of blush like in a minute, so like this is really awesome. So would recommend. Hey, can you see my like really bad setup here? So I've been really digging this shade here. It's kind of like a taupey nude color. So I really just kind of like pop that on the apples and then kind of drag it up a bit. And now that's blended into the bronzer that I left there before, so everything's all blended. At this point I like to go back in with my powder brush and just kind of like smooth everything over. Just make sure everything's like cute. And now it's time for highlight. If I don't forget, before I put my powder on, I love this stuff. Like it is like gorgeous, like it's like liquid metal. But I want to put my powder on, so we're gonna stick with a powder highlight, otherwise it's gonna get all patchy and fucked. The Hourglass, this is the ambient strobe lighting powder in incandescent strobe light. Is that the whole name? I don't know. You can see I've like basically panned, so I'm setting this kind of down here. So along my cheekbones, kind of V it into my eyebrows, a bit of in a corner if you're feeling it. And I love that really cute like tip of the nose, like really strong highlight. So I'm going to do that and then just kind of bring it up my nose, a bit on my forehead. But yeah, really on that nose. So now I'm going to set my face a bit. I use the Vitamin Hydrating Mist from First Aid Beauty. I really like this because it gets rid of like the powdery finish on my face and then helps kind of set it. So I just kind of do a couple spritzes and it's just so fresh. So while that's kind of still drying, that setting spray, I go into my brows. So I use this Anastasia brow pencil. It's number 12. So it has the spoolie on one end and then this like arched, curved, angled, that's the word, angled brush. I'm gonna go in and just kind of brush those up. And then I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Brow Dip pomade. I really like the pomade. And this is in Ebony. So bring it a bit under here and mostly on this top area. Can you continue to try and brush them through. Sometimes I add a little bit extra just to trail it off a bit. And then I kind of like push up here to really accentuate the front of my brow. And then that's one done. Basically just filling in, pulling it a bit towards there, a couple flicks at the front, and then those are my brows, Dunskies. So for eyes, I use the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I really like this. It has a lot of warm neutrals, so I live for that. So I'm going to take this color called Salted Caramel. I freaking live by this color. I literally just put this like everywhere. So I'm going to start by putting it in the crease. And this is like, will be your blending color. And I like using this. This is technically a face brush. It's a setting brush, but this brush is unreal for like just being poofy and like blending everything out. And then with this brush, I'm going to take it and pack it pretty good on the lower lashes. Like I really like that very like low color under the eye. So if you need to clean up, it's pretty easy to do. And then I like to go in with this brown color. So it's kind of like a shimmery brown color, and that's an amaretto. And then I'm going to concentrate that on the tops of my brow bone on the outside, and then go down and below after. So just in this, and this just kind of builds dimension into your eye. With that same brush down here and do it. Concentrate basically where your eye falls naturally. Kind of under like that, and then you can kind of just like blend that gently. I'm gonna go in with this third color, and it's kind of like a cranberry color. It's called Cherry Cordial, not Raspberry Cordial. And I'm gonna take it on this angled brush, and it's gonna be packed on here pretty densely, and I'm gonna go like on top of that orange and that brown color that we put there, and like just like right below the pupil. You can kind of see I'm building this like layered effect here, and like honestly be like pretty generous with it. So blend it. And if you want, you can take up some more of this orange color while you're blending if you notice it's getting sparse. And then same idea, we're going to take that like cranberry color and do the very outer V. And just kind of that upper area too. And then always using that orange color to just kind of blend. Smoke that orange down along the bottom. Like really bring her down. Always just like blending it out. I really can't stress enough that you gotta blend. Gotta blend before you can walk. And then for the highlight, I take this color called Champagne Truffle. And just kind of bring it right below my brow. And blend that in. Sorry, keep on covering this. And just like blend them together. You can pop a bit of that in your like inner eyes there as well. Just for brightness. So, it's cute, right? This is a Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. This thing is unreal. So, for my eyeliner, just look at like where my bottom lash is. Kind of where your tears come out of, if that makes sense. So it helps you if your eyes are watery, if you go above like this area, because if you go below any eye watering you get, it's going to drag that down, but if you go above it, it's going to help. I've learned that from experience. So sometimes I like to do both sides just to kind of even them out before I draw them in. Those look alright. So I don't start at the very tip. I start about 3/4, or not, yeah, 3/4 up or halfway. So then you have a sharp edge already, and then I just bring it down. And then I just kind of take the side here of the brush just to kind of bring it down. Like that. And then I often go back in, so this is quite straight. I find it's more flattering for me to curve it up a bit. And then I just bring that up like that. So that's how I do that. So like your eyeliner, like twins separated at birth who live separate lives but kind of like go together a bit, but like are different people now, growing their own separate lives. God bless. So that's eyeliner done. Woo! Sweaty. Woo! The better than Saks. Too Faced mascara. Which is really nice. It's very lengthening. A lot of people are like, oh, those false lashes. I'm like, no girl, don't worry about it. I am notorious for like doing a flawless, perfected look and then just like literally hitting my face. Like Patrick, my boyfriend, has heard me like scream. He's come running up the stairs and I'm there like crying but trying not to get makeup everywhere because I've fucked up my whole makeup. And I'm like, don't talk to me, leave the room, I have an emergency. I'm taking care of it. Going for the other boy. Probably should have done this a while ago, but I just wipe foundation a bit off my lips here because I look crazy. I'm going in with Kat Von D liquid lipstick. This is the color Bow and Arrow, and I just got this color and I love it. So lips I struggle with just in terms of getting shape. I very kind of like, I don't like my lips. So I go in, I start off like with my normal shape and then just be like, fuck that. And just wave to my natural lip shape as I fucking steamroller this over. Final look. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see y'all real soon. Bye!